Hi everyone, it's Heidi again. Today we are finally reacting to something with Carl Pilkington again. We were watching the Ricky Gervais show. We're just doing season 1, episode 1 for now, and I'll probably watch the rest on my own. I don't know. If there are any specific episodes that you guys think that I should react to on YouTube, let me know. We've only seen one other video with Carl Pilkington, the Learning English with Ricky Gervais, I think, and I just about died. That was just one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. And so I'm very interested to see more of Carl. And of course, I love Ricky Gervais too, so it's a win-win. I have no idea what this show is about other than it kind of looks like a podcast setting. We'll see how it goes. If you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Become a member if you want me to prioritize your comments and just support the channel, I guess. And let's do this.
For the past few years,
The quality's
Ricky
awful, by the
Gervais,
way.
Stephen Merchant, and Carl Pilkington have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations. This is one of them.
Testing. Is that all right?
Pointless conversations. Good. Should be
Hello
good.
and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant. Hello. And the little round-headed
Hello.
buffoon that is Carl Pilkington. All right.
I love that they have the little animated characters going like this. They're like, we're all here to talk, but this is really to listen to Carl talk. I'm excited.
Now, you probably know me from such works as The Office and Extras. Stephen being my co-writer and co-director on those things. For those people who are not so
I didn't
aware
know
of
that.
Carl Pilkington, he was our producer, sort of given to us when we first started on XFM. You're thinking, well, why are we doing a podcast? It's because I like to be in a room with Carl Pilkington. You know, like some people go and help sort of chimps.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, they go to the jungles and things.
And help out little sort of endangered
Diane
species.
Fossey or whatever.
Exactly.
You're very
yeah.
much the Diane Fossey of the Manchester scene.
Of the
Carl.
little bald mank world. And Carl Pilkington is an ongoing experiment for me because I've seen him blossom from an idiot into an imbecile. And I want to see it through. Look at the way he's looking at us. Look at that. He's got a perfectly round head. And that's why I'm doing this podcast. Carl.
He has a perfectly round head, and that's why I'm doing this podcast. No, but I think that the animations are funny. They're kind of cute, but I do really wish that I could just see their facial expressions because Carl Pilkington's face, I mean, they're depicting it extremely well in the animation, but it's just one of the funniest things about Carl's humor is his face. Just, I don't know how to describe it. So that is a little bit sad, but I'm sure that we'll get over it really quickly. But just his little mouth breathing like face. I mean, that's really all you need to see, I guess. I love how Carl hasn't even said anything yet. Just talking about Carl, and it's already pretty funny.
What do you think about all this?
It's just, I mean, we are living in that sort of era now, aren't we? That you need to be able to listen to stuff on demand when you want it and stuff.
I know you're not a fan of the iPod in general, are you? Or any of the MP3 things? You're concerned?
I'm warming to it, but
This is what's amazing about Carl. Even though he's talking about things like MP3 players, computers, iPods, he sounds like he was found in a glacier and thawed out. Do you know what I mean? And sort of taught to speak.
We're a couple of high school guys who found him, and we're trying to ingratiate him in the gang, trying to pass him off as someone from the modern day.
but my thing with iPods is, now, do we need them? Do you know what I mean? We're living in that era now where we have invented most of the stuff that we need, and now we're just messing about.
They said that in 1900. Someone actually said everything that's to be invented has already been invented. They said that in 1900. And how wrong were they?
No, but
I mean, that's fair. We have almost everything we need to just live our daily lives. I think medically, that is still something that not everything has been invented yet, or maybe it has, but we are not able to access it. But that's very interesting. I wonder if Ricky is pulling from an actual quote or if he just feels like that was an idea going on. I don't know. Thank goodness there are people who don't feel that way, though. In every generation, there are always people saying, you know, we could improve things. We could do more. It's really good because sometimes I feel pretty freaking content when it comes to technology and stuff like that. But it is amazing what human beings have been able to create. Sometimes it's scary, but very interesting concept.
what came out? At what point? What was invented in that year where they went, right, that's it now?
The 20th century. Think what happened in the 20th century.
Go on.
Well, planes.
Yeah, but is that a good thing? Planes and that. Do you need a plane, really? Wouldn't it have been better if we all stuck where we should be instead of travelling about? War.
Why?
I don't
Look,
think so.
war's happening, isn't it? Because everyone's saying, well, now we can fly, we'll go over there. And
So there
I
were
know
no
that.
wars prior to the invention of the aeroplane?
Not like there is today.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, the more
Interesting.
the world's got smaller on it. Everyone's saying that, right?
Yeah.
You know, the way I was saying to you the other day, you know, we now go to places where we shouldn't go. People go on holiday to places where you've got to have an injection before you go there.
Yeah.
Forget it then. That's a warning. Don't go
Well,
there.
I'm with you on that. I don't want to enter a country where I have to have an injection to stop me from dying while I'm in that country.
Right,
I
that's-
totally agree with you on that.
So what
Yeah.
happened is, so they invented the plane, and it's like, oh, let's go on holiday, and then they go, oh, I die now. Oh, well, you've got to invent something. Let's invent an injection, and then it's like, right, well, what else do we need to go to that place? There's a lot of faffing.
Faffing? Oh, I'm so sorry. What did he say? Faffing. What the fuck is faffing? To faff, spend time on unnecessarily complicated and time-consuming actions. Interesting. I was not familiar with that word. But I mean, that is a good point, that with certain things that we invent, we have to invent other things to make up for that thing's negatives. Personally, I think that traveling is kind of important. Seeing other cultures outside of yours, other people outside of people that you're just around all the time. I think that's really important. I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like people can think that they're the shit and they're the only one. I mean, that explains America sometimes. But more Americans are traveling. More Americans are seeing other cultures online. Always positives and negatives when it comes to this kind of, or these kind of inventions. But fascinating. I wonder how many other people feel the same way as Carl. Like, we don't need all of this. We don't need each other in this world. We can just stay where we're at. I don't know. It's funny to me, that perspective or opinion, right?
So what I'm saying is,
Is that a place? A lot of faffing.
what I'm saying is, you know, Steve's travelled more than I have. You've been to like dangerous places.
I've been to places where you need injections, yeah.
Yeah, but why?
Because it's fascinating, isn't it? You know, do you not believe in that idea of travel broadens the mind? You know, it makes you experience other ways of life, other ways of thinking. It just enriches you as a human being. That's the whole reason people go travelling.
But since the invention of the telly, you don't have to go that far to see
You're
it.
absolutely right.
So there you go then. The telly was the 20th century, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So where
Some
would
good
you
stuff.
where would you stop then? You'd stop making stuff now? Stop inventing stuff right now?
If we're going to invent something, right, forget like the traditional way of people having kids, right? The way they, you know, have it away in that. They have a
Oh,
little
what do
kid.
you mean? What do you mean?
No, you know, like the way that, you know, we have kids and stuff. If it'd be good if what happened was to control it is if man and woman, right, they're born and that, they enjoy their life, they learn a lot, they live to be about 78, I think, by that point.
So specific.
Yeah, 78,
No,
yeah.
but by 78, I reckon you've sort of got to that point where you go, do you know what, I've done everything I'm going to do. If you haven't bungee jumped by the time you're 78, you're not going to do it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like...
Your hips come off.
You've done it all now,
Yeah.
and then you die, right? So say if everyone had that, they live to be 78, but then just as you die, you have a little baby inside you, and as you die, your life carries on.
Sorry.
How is
are
this
you-
happening?
Sorry, are you mental?
No, but don't you think...
I mean, what? I've
No.
never heard such drivel.
You're saying that, but if
Interesting.
Newton said it, you'd go, interesting. That's what annoys me.
I
The
know
point is, Carl, he never would.
No,
He'd
what?
never say it. That's the point.
If you never
don't-
say it,
I don't understand what you're talking about there. What, how was it? How is there a little baby in a 78-year-old?
No, what I'm saying is it's like an apple, where the apple grows and it's got its little baby pips in it, and the apple goes and the seeds are planted and a new one's born.
But that's what happens.
But that is what reproduction is.
Except we're just still alive when it happens. Apples are dead when their seed exceeds. I don't know. But I do think, okay, so I agree somewhat with Carl. Let me explain. I do not want people to have the opportunity taken away to like meet their little baby. I'm a mom now. My baby is almost 15 months old. Even though it's been really hard, she's so amazing and she's so cute, and I would not want to be dead for that. I do think that we should, instead of the woman having to like be pregnant with the baby, I think that we should have the baby in a little container, have it grow. where it doesn't ruin the woman's body. It definitely does fucking damage though. And we can get rid of morning sickness. We can get rid of tearing, just all of that fucking stuff. That's what I think we should do. But anyway, that is not what he's talking about, but that's where maybe I thought he was going. I was not expecting where he actually went. Anyway, we're going to continue though.
Yeah, but I'm saying babies aren't being born left, right and centre. It's controlled so that as someone dies, someone's born.
But Carl, stop.
Creepy.
Whose responsibility is
Look,
this?
if you don't want to do it, we won't do it. But I'm
is it
just
supposed to be nature? Has nature got to develop humans so that we act that way? We live that way? Or is this a scientific experiment?
He said to you then, he said, look, if you don't want to do it, we don't need to do it. Like, if you were up for it, we'll sort it out. We can do that.
We'll have a wit round so we can do the research.
I just think at the end of the day, we've got to do something. And is anyone keeping an eye on this and looking at what we can do next to control the population thing? It does my head in that I've got to live in London for work and what have you, and there's loads of people here, and, you know, forget going out on a Saturday night, it's too busy, and you can't move, and they keep... I mean, what annoys me about London
So
is...
your solution is that 78-year-old women have little babies inside them, and as they slip away into death, the little babies... And how is that baby then raised? Who looks after the baby?
Because it's a pretty good system having a baby while you're young enough to look after that baby and make sure it lives to, reproductive age itself.
I mean, that system's been working for years.
Nature's sort of sorted it out. Natural selection and evolution sort of makes that a good model.
But wait a minute, nature. Pop that on hold, because Carl Pilkington's got an idea.
Yeah.
That's what it was, just an idea.
Yeah, well, it was nonsense. But thank you for it.
The worst. I mean, it was the ramblings of someone you'd find by themselves in a hospital eating flies.
This is the sort of thing you find when, if they find maybe a pamphlet or a booklet written by a psychopath. You know, someone, just before they went on a rampage and then turned the gun on themselves, they go through their possessions and they find a book and it's got weird drawings, women with knives in their face, and this kind of garbage.
In fact, I saw a similar sort of theory written out on a wall, but it was written in shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, all I'm saying is, I think it's, you know, when people die normally, everyone's fed up about it, aren't they, and a bit down. But if when you pass away, you go, oh, we're going to miss Gladys or whatever, but then there's this new life brought in, it's almost like a bad news, good news.
But you're talking about it like someone could pick this idea up and run with it. Like you've given them enough information to do it. How is this possible? Where does she get the baby from?
Oh man, okay, the way that they're just like hounding on Carl. It's just like a roast at this point. Oh my gosh, Carl's just like, it's just an idea. The innocent vibe that Carl gives off makes this so funny. You like almost feel bad for him. Maybe be like, that's an interesting idea. Let's move on now. But they're just attacking it. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. The thing that I keep thinking about is the experience of being a mom or being a parent. Like taking that away from people who want to experience that would be kind of sad. And then also a little baby growing up without a mom and dad or without a parent or something like that. Sometimes that can be kind of sad. I know that unfortunate things happen and children do grow up without parents sometimes, but us like making that a reality and putting effort into making that happen more often does not sit right with me, honestly. The different way of thinking that Carl has, I could see why Ricky wanted to have this show with him. Just fascinating.
Why does it grow? Why grow it in Gladys's belly? Why not have it in a drawer? Ready to go, just add water. I mean,
who looks after son of Gladys?
There is no theory here. There's no. It's the ramblings of a madman.
What I'm saying is though, the body's always changing, innit?
That's funny.
From caveman to now or whatever.
In some cases,
and they're always finding out more and more. Like I read the other day about how they're saying, do you know, like they say, people have six senses.
Yeah.
There's loads more than that. Right, and there's this one.
I say, show me that you've got one.
No, right, and
okay, I'm really sad that I can't see Ricky Gervais's face when he's laughing because his laugh and like his smile is just so good. Like it really adds to hearing the laugh. The facial expressions, I'm really, really missing them. I don't know. Does anyone feel the same way? Or are you guys like, no, the animation is so spot on. It's so good. I'm missing something with it though. That's just my opinion. It's still great. It's good conversations. I love hearing their voices. but I'm missing seeing them in this conversation. All right, we're going to continue though.
Is this one that's knocking about?
Go on.
That what it is? Say if I'm in a pub, right, and I'm just doing a crossword or whatever,
Unlikely, but go on.
and there's some woman who's walked in, right, and she's staring at me.
Yeah.
I know she's looking at me, and I look up and I look round, she's looking at me. And they're saying that's a new sense that they found out from, like, you know, doing tests and what have you.
Yeah, it's rubbish.
And they're saying
okay.
that's been around since
Yeah, that's
like
rubbish.
man and dinosaur was knocking about.
They've stopped.
No, they've
because
explained
I
it.
think it's safe to assume that, you know, that with your perfectly round head, people are always stopping and
No,
looking.
but they explained
I mean, you
it.
just know that there's probably going to be someone there if you look
They
right.
said it's from the time when, like, caveman was, like, wandering about, and he'd go, hang on a minute, and he'd look round, there's a dinosaur there or whatever, and he'd
Right,
leg it.
this is nonsense.
It's
One,
not-
And there's a dinosaur there. So funny. I wonder if there is any kind of scientific study looking into that, or if it's just they might be in a situation where someone could easily be staring at them and they make it feel like they feel it. Does that make sense? Anyway, very interesting. But I love how they're just like brushing it off. They're like, no, that's rubbish. I don't know. You never know, I guess.
I hate it when people use the term when caveman was wandering around. Caveman and dinosaurs. Oh, they used to live together, yeah. Oh, that's the same era. Yeah.
Yeah,
What have you been
that's so
watching?
funny.
Raquel Welsh.
What do you mean?
Well, what do you mean caveman wandering, knocking around with a dinosaur?
You know, the Flintstones is only partly based on fact. Dinosaurs and man did not coexist. The dinosaurs had long gone before man arrived. Extinct. Kaput. You don't believe us?
Carl's question.
Well, you don't believe it because you've seen...
Because you saw that film where they took pictures of lizards and magnified them and put them next to men in films
Oh,
so
that
they
makes
looked
me
like they were
want
fighting.
popcorn, honestly.
No, but why couldn't that have happened?
What is the film with Raquel Welsh?
Why
A
couldn't
Million Years
10
BC.
million years BC or
A
something.
Million Years BC. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
She had a sort of woolly mammoth bikini. Fact.
why wasn't the dinosaurs back then just like how we have dogs now, in a way?
He's watching the Flintstones.
He's watching the Flintstones.
He's thinking of the Flintstones.
Yeah.
That's what he's
when
thinking.
he puts out the
Call it a
saber-toothed tiger.
Flintstone.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Dido
And he
when he puts
mixes
in.
his concrete in a pelican.
Yeah.
I just think that there must have been a crossover point.
Why? Why did you say that? Why do you think there must have been
There
a
must
crossover
have
point?
been.
Because if nothing was knocking about at any point, how did anything carry on?
I know. Exactly. Why didn't Hitler meet Nero? It's weird, isn't it? There must have been a crossover. They must have met somewhere. They must have met at a party somewhere.
They mix in similar circles.
Yeah. They must have bumped into... I can't believe it.
Forget it.
Oh, Carl. Poor Carl.
Well,
Oh my
now
god.
time for one of our regular features. Monkey news.
Do the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Okay.
What we're doing here is just giving you a bit of monkey news that's gone on, right? Where a monkey's been involved in it. Good little story in that.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the one that went into space? The first sort of thing they ever sent up there before man did it and all that. You see, this is what annoys me with it really.
Did you say
Armstrong
before
gets
Mum did it?
all the glory, but do you know who went up there before him?
A monkey.
Yeah. And what happened is they taught it what buttons to hit at the time it needed to hit them, and the way they did this was like give it bananas. It was like hit the red button, and it hit the red button, they'd give it a banana.
Right.
And they go, right, reverse is the green one, hit the green one. And then they do that and go, there's a
You
banana.
know, I'm not
And then they
familiar
go, right, hit
with
reverse, and it goes,
exactly
get a
what
banana.
happened
Hit
in
the
real
red.
life
So it was
with
taking
this.
commands on like headphones.
Right, but how were they
Is
giving
that
it the
how you
banana?
learned to do radio?
How were they giving it the banana?
What do you mean? No,
Well-
this is before it went. You wouldn't
right.
just go and put a monkey in it and go, there you go, get on with it. They'd sort of put him in one of them capsules that you get
Yeah.
Trained them
with,
before.
on
I
headphones.
don't believe this happened.
Well, I'm
I'm
telling
trying
you the
to
story
think.
now. So the monkey
I don't
sat...
think they trained it to do anything. I think they sent it up there and he put electrodes coming out of it to see
No,
what
It wasn't
it's-
any of that. They did a thing like they do,
Right.
like they can with animals. If you give something, like a treat, you can teach it how to do it. It's just like a dog, isn't it? When
It's
you
called Pavlovian conditioning. However, that was to see if it would salivate or go over to
Yeah,
a
well,
particular corner,
yeah.
not if it could control a spacecraft.
next one up. It's the next one up. As far as the monkey's not sat
Like,
there
anyway.
going, oh, I'm a bit under pressure here, it's a rocket. All that's knowing is, I'm getting a banana if I hit that button. That's all the monkey's thinking about.
They wouldn't, but billions of
whatever.
space
But
dollars.
how can they be sure that it's going to press the button at the right moment?
Because it's got headphones on.
Headphones on.
It's not like willy-nilly. It's not just like pop it in there. and
Willy-nilly,
see-
who's
see-
that?
But what's to stop it from just hitting it any old time? Because it's a monkey and it's
Because
not a human.
Because he's trained now.
Oh,
Anyway,
he's trained.
so
He's fully
listen.
trained. Yeah, go
So
on.
what happened is, anyway,
Oh, this is absolutely.
Okay, I'm so interested if this actually remotely happened at all. Well, baby's awake and we still have like 10 minutes left, so I will be finishing this later. This is very interesting so far, though. All right, see you in a bit. Holy cow, you can see all the frizz in my hair. Good. Good. All right, we're going to continue. We ate lunch, went on a walk, and now Hail Baby's watching some Miss Rachel, so let's try and go fast.
Rubbish.
they popped the monkey in there.
I need to turn on my headset.
But
Oh, he's
anyway,
trained.
so
He's fully
listen.
trained. Yeah, go
So
on.
what happened is, anyway,
Oh, this is absolute rubbish.
they popped the monkey in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got his headphones on. They're
Talking
going,
about the
right,
monkey.
hit the green one. And I think there's something there that a little banana comes out to keep the same.
No, you're making this up.
I'm not, it's the same.
There's no way that they made a
Right, so
spacecraft
they can-
that had a banana dispenser.
Right,
There's
so-
no way in this world that they made a spacecraft that could go into outer space, right?
Yes.
So what- so
manned
so
by a
you're-
monkey with a banana dispenser.
So you're saying that it's easy to send something up to space, but you don't believe there's a little banana machine?
Right, okay.
So it comes to the launch day. monkeys sat in there. Everyone's ready. Bananas are stocked up and all the rest of it. They go, right, hit the green button. Right, and the rocket goes off and what have you.
No, they would not make the monkey launch the rocket. Carl, you are living in a cartoon world.
So the rocket goes off, right?
This is
just keeps
absolute
going.
bollocks.
It's all going well.
I mean, I don't know
It's
what you're
all-
going to... It's not going well.
it's going
There's
well.
no way a monkey launched
It's
a
going-
rocket. There is no way a monkey launched a rocket, you
So
idiot.
it's all going on, so they're going, hit the
He's
left
ignoring
button. and
Ricky
it's-
so
and it
hard.
goes a little bit left.
Left button.
Right,
Oh,
so-
well-known spacecraft command. This is Houston. Hit the left button. Oh, brilliant. This is what happened in Apollo 13. Hit the left button.
So it,
You are- oh,
it
you
goes
are-
left. Yeah, it goes left.
So it goes left, and it's going well.
Goes left.
Yeah.
No, the moon. You're going right.
It goes for the moon. Everything's going well. They get up there. It does whatever it does. Hit reverse. It comes back. Right. So then.
You are, honestly, you are brain dead.
So it's
you are
long-
one of the most stupid people. That I would rather have the monkey drive me
listen.
home than you.
So the thing is, so it lands back.
That's so
Does a
sad.
good job and everything. It gets out.
He just ignores him. That's
and this is
wild.
Sick of bananas.
This is where it turns a bit sad, because after it done that mission, right? Because it happened and it was all safe and everything, the next one would have been to send man.
Right.
So
Oh
the
man.
monkey
I thought earlier he said mum. You know, this is really good practice for me to not see their mouths and not have subtitles. You know, maybe this is a good thing.
enjoyed it, and it was like, well, I want to do it again, right? But they were like,
So how did they know that? How did they know? he wanted to-
just the way it looked and what have you. It was like,
Fuck off! Just the way it looked.
I love that he's just like
You
going
are
off
a
on this now.
maniac.
so the thing is though, right? So after it had done that, it was on such a high, right?
Yeah.
It could never get that high again.
Turn
There was
to
nothing.
drugs.
There was nothing that it could do.
Went on tour, did it?
It sort of ended up killing itself. Because it could never get that buzz that it
Right,
got.
that was absolute bollocks. None of that is true, except they sent a monkey into space, and I'll check that. Absolute drivel.
So in your mind, it committed
Right.
suicide. It had a
Oh, I don't know why I didn't pause. Sorry. I'm so curious about the actual details of sending a monkey into space. I know that Carl has this narrative that is so funny. I'll probably like his version a lot better. But now I'm really curious because I don't know really anything about that experiment, endeavor. Anyway,
It went on a crazy bender, drinking drugs and women. And
like
then
it does after
Drinking
murder.
drugs
found
and
in a
women.
hotel room.
Ricky's just dying. Oh,
I met Derek Akora.
I thought it was
week,
the end.
oh yeah.
Right.
Sorry, I missed what he said.
I met Derek Akora the other week.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Eureka.
Now, who's he? Which one's he?
Cora.
He's,
Is he a medium? He can contact the dead. Is that right?
he just chats to him and that,
Sure.
passes messages on.
Nice of him.
So I said, "Oh, tell us something a bit weird and that." So he said, "What do you want to know?" I said, "Just something weird." So he goes, "All right then." He said, "Here's one for you, right?" And he said, "There's this pub out in the country, and he said there's this mug. Do you know those old mugs that they have, where they used to They used to like leave their own cup knocking
Like a
about, didn't
tankard.
they?
Oh yeah.
Tankard thing.
Yeah.
So there was one of them mugs in there, right? And everybody...
Tankard, let's use a tankard if we've
All right,
established
a
that's the word.
tankard, yeah.
Because you're the only mug in this story.
Right,
You
nice.
believe in it all.
High five. Great.
So this
my
tankard's
gosh.
knocking about, right? And everyone who's running the pub keeps going, oh, I wish they'd stop leaving this tankard about, right? And they pick it up.
It must be a pain. Having a tiny, small tankard in a pub, that must be a real grind.
So every they sort of picked it up and went, we'll have to wash that, and they popped it on a different sideboard. Next thing you know, that person who's touched it died, right?
Sure.
So,
They must have been getting through bar staff.
so they kept getting a new staff and that. And they were like, oh, what's the connection here? Right?
Okay.
What's the connection
Where
here?
is it going with this?
They get a vicar in,
Of course they do.
and they go, look, there's a lot of weird stuff going on here. This tankard, every time someone touches it, they die. So he said, leave it with me. He gets his special
Good
water out
exorcist.
and what have you. He comes round, does a little prayer, sprinkles it. He goes, right, not a problem, don't worry about it. He picks it up, chucks it in the bin. Guess what?
What?
He
Dies in
dies.
a crash on the way home. Because he picked it up.
Well, but Carl, you're telling me this like it's fact, and I'm meant to go, that's
Derek
amazing.
Okora, he told me.
Carl, I have no opinion of that story other than I'm pretty sure there was absolutely no connection between touching the tankard and him dying. That's all I'm sure
It's
of.
not just him, though, is it?
I'm not going to even
I'm so confused.
contest the chain of events. All I'm saying is there is no connection. There is no connection possible because I believe in logic and the laws of the universe.
Yeah, but what I mean,
Who
you never pick up a
knows?
vibe of... Like, I've got a mate, right, who he's living in this big stately home, right, and he's living in there now. He pays £100 a month. There's about 80 rooms, and it's this big stately house and what have you. And I went down there. He said, "Oh, come down and have a look," right? And from outside, you go, "Oh, this is brilliant. It's like something out
His
of,
head from the
you know,
back.
like the Man of Born or something." You go, "This is impressive," but then when you get in, it's like it's a wreck, and we go in, and all the floors are like a wreck and rotten and stuff. And I
Like
looked at
Money
the wall,
Pit.
and there was like a little piece of paper stuck on the wall, right? And I said, "What's this here?" So I wandered over, right? Got right up close to it, and somebody had roted.
Somebody has
Roted.
roted.
Oh,
Somebody rotated. I swear I do that all the time.
someone.
Right, go on,
So there's a little sign there, right? And I go up to it, and it says
dear.
"flies," right?
You know, I just want to say really quickly, I am amazed at how unfazed Carl is when they make fun of him about something. He just ignores them and continues. I'd be like, oh yeah, my bad. And Carl's just like, whatever, you fuckers. Anyway, I think that's so funny. He's such an interesting person. He's just such a character. I would love to see his actual facial expressions when they are making fun of him, because I feel like his eyebrows probably go down a little bit and then he just continues. But I don't know. I just think that would be funny to see. How did we get onto the subjects that are in this podcast? All right, let's continue.
With an arrow, flies this way, right? I think that's a bit weird. So I follow the arrow,
That's a bit
right,
weird.
which goes to this corner where there's a shelf, about 3,000 dead flies on it,
Oh my God.
condom stuck on the top.
The fuck?
That's weird, isn't it?
That is weird.
That is weird, right? So I'm looking at that, and there's loads of
that
stuff
is
on the
weird.
floor and that bits of paper. Picked up this bit of paper, right? And it had, like in biro and that, it looked really old, like it'd been there years. And it had something like, need nappies, dummy, right? Blankets, blah, blah, all this, like, all stuff for, like... And I turned it over, right? And it said, none of this now needed, baby dead.
Right.
Now that's weird, isn't it? Now that's what I'm talking about when you get a bad vibe. You go, that's who's been in here.
It's bad vibe. It's just based on the fact that,
Your mate's in charge.
yeah, that's terrifying. I mean, yeah, so it's like saying, are we scared of the dark? Yes, I understand why people are scared of the dark. I'm a little bit scared of the dark. You're walking along.
Because you don't know what's in it.
Yeah, you don't know what's in the darkness. That's why people get nervous. It doesn't mean you have to make the leap then that you've got some paranormal sense. Oh my God, I'm Carl Pilkington, and hang on, just like Derek Okora, I have sensed something strange and evil in this room. Wait a minute, there's some flies in a condom. I was right all along.
That is weird.
Flies in a Johnny equals badness.
The flies in the condom was weird.
It's
now.
weird. I don't know. It's
But the note.
Like,
I just
what?
think
That's not a true story. Was he just using that to prove a point? To prove a point? Or is he saying that actually happened to him? Anyway, I can't even keep up with with where these are coming from. I just love it. But it is a good point. Even if you have something weird going on, or if something isn't logically making sense, it doesn't mean that it has to be supernatural or out of this world or something. It just means that you don't get it, which is common for human beings. So this is kind of funny. Anyway.
of his face when he saw that, reading it by torchlight. You must have been terrified.
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
It's a bit odd, isn't it? I definitely was not expecting the baby dead. Note. Anyway, this was a little bit wild. So this was just the first episode. I could only imagine how much crazier and weirder this show gets. How many seasons are there? Like 4? How many are there? Season 3? Okay, 3 seasons. That's a good amount of seasons, honestly. I was not expecting them to be so rude to Carl. Like that kind of threw me off. I'm like, oh gosh, because he likes Carl. So I was like, oh damn. Woo. But Carl is something else. It really makes me wonder how much of what Carl says he actually believes or actually stands by, and how much is just complete humor or thoughts and ideas to throw out there. I don't know where that line is. Does anybody know that? Now my hair is sticking to the mic. Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. Anyway, that was wild. I love how Steve-O was there, but it was basically Ricky and Carl again. I wonder if there are other episodes where he talks a little bit more, or maybe he's not in every episode, but this was very much a Carl and Ricky little conversation. So crazy. It gets you thinking, I guess. I want to look more into the monkey going into space and all of that entailed. Otherwise, didn't really learn too much, but it did say that it was conversations that do not need to happen, or something like that at the beginning. How many of you guys have watched all 3 seasons, every episode? Dude, when Ricky was like, you're the dumbest person, I was like, oh my God. Maybe that's a really American thing to think that, but I was just like, Jesus Christ, that was like so rude. Even if he's joking or something. That was interesting to hear a friend tell that to another friend. I know that happens, but I personally don't like that kind of stuff. The entire time he was like, this is rubbish, this isn't it, like that did not happen. That's totally fair. Not upset about that at all. I don't know if I feel smarter or dumber. Probably dumber, but also smarter, because I definitely don't think some of those things, I don't know. That was a lot. When the rocket turned left. That was pretty great. Has anybody ever had a normal conversation with Carl Pilkington? I wonder if that's even possible. Just never a dull moment. Anyway, I guess that's all I have to say about that. I have mixed feelings about it. Again, I really missed their facial expressions and gestures. I really would have liked to see that. I don't know if there's another version where you can actually see them talking. If that's the case, I'd probably watch the show that way rather than I don't need the animations, to be honest. But I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Again, am I the only one here? But anyway, thank you so much for the recommendation. Let me know what else I should be watching on this channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.